Bowman getting it done. And the backup from Shoto confirms Gun Dynasty's demise. Another early exit for the hopefuls.
Twice already and such a heartbreak. The crowd's so excited as outcome here. Shanky barely alive right now as they're able to just really rush forward. Wants to take away the space from Vitality, but T-Big huge on those two knockdowns. Water and Shanky down and out. Is Vitality happy with this outcome? That's a double elimination from this guy, and they will be rushed.
पहले मैच में अगर तुम देखोगे तो टोटल गेमिंग की टीम ही जीती है और अभी भी अगर तुम देखोगे टोटल गेमिंग की टीम जो है फिलहाल टिकी हुई है by the way.
Into the game, you want to prolong your survivability.
And it should be achievable. He did use a dynamic players at Kautalistewa where Ventilation is present. Won't be able to get a full team revive, but you gotta start somewhere. Shanky and Aztag being the choice. And Vitality, of course, catching Total Gaming Aiku completely off guard from behind and now putting out a hit list on the Mafia. They aim to finish the job. Falcons just passing by Observatory. Would it say that there's a good chance that this circle goes all the way up north? Now we see that long rotations come in. TEC actually already in the circle along with TAG. The South Asian teams taking center stage, and they had someone used the Dinoculus on the northern side. I believe both of them now did. Of Riverside and Mill, they might be looking for the same rotation trajectory. We'll check in on that in just a little bit. DRS out from the jaws of Falcons, limits somehow his Stroax right there.
Oh my gosh, you do not want to cross this guy. Not able to get that final member, but it's enough damage already with 4 eliminations. A little bit slower than the first map, but still so confident on where they go and how exactly they want to be able to be taking this fight. It's going to be quick launch pad. No. Yeah, quick into the zone as well. Have to be careful because the majority of teams have started to rotate northern side because this is a hard shift to the top, so that southern side is about to get super busy at peak especially.
Yeah, most of the teams inside the safe zone, clearly comfortably tucked in, are the South Asian squads. TEC is one of them, right in the center. Slightly north of Riverside, as we check back at the earlier ambush by Team Vitality on the Total Gaming. Against Bang with the opener, with these coming in as a follow-up, completely catching them off guard. Team Secret now running into Aurora Gaming. And the blitz is a bit too much for Aurora to put up much of a resistance. So that's already 2 bodies dropped. Jun now is going to be next on the hit list. And T-Quay chases him down. Can Jun hold a candle to this man, the prodigy of Vietnam? The answer clear as day. T-Quay secures the 8th for Team Secret.
This guy is going completely nuclear right now, and we already expected that the southern side is about to get super hectic. With the Axel, the last person standing for the team, forced to move away here, but Team Secret has been hot. Rushes forward, goes up head to head here, but Koja goes huge with 2 knockdowns already. Now it's all about just finding the final member there and on to the hunt. That's a quad kill for him. And the rest of Vitality, PLS1, what are you gonna do here? You gotta survive, you gotta be able to go forward there. High ground advantage, his head out in the open, but he tries to rally back, but his HP being chunked down. You can't hold on more than that in the end. Could possibly survive longer thanks to the glue walls and movement. But Joel finally finds him in the end. Team Secret a bit too early than he would have liked.
A reoccurring nightmare for the Vietnamese. The second time Team Vitality bested them today. First time was in Kalahari where they were able to fight back at Refinery, and now a full team-wide after Team Secret just got up to a good fight off of Aurora. TAG winning this one against Lion. Sahil Jha leading the charge with a 9th point for the Indian team.
Crowd goes crazy down there out of that fight. Now for the rest of the team, they want more. You know, Lion close by have to be aware that the high ground advantage they have could be detrimental. And a good call going for this 2-2 split, a crunch, could be huge for them if they're able to just really pull away the attention from one end. Now Hacks and Games King pull away from TAG, relenting, giving away that space, choosing to go into the circle instead. But this later rotation makes me a bit worried for them, especially since TEC and the Falcons, Straw Hats, very, very healthy, early, and ready to receive these later rotators.
I like what Team Apex Gaming are doing right now. Making sure that they stay close to the safe zone, but they're also avoiding conflict. So this middle area is going to be their stronghold. And when the circle closes in, they could slowly work their way through. Because with this density of populations, there's quite the high possibility that TAG doesn't even have to get their hands dirty. Strorex getting gunned down by Hacks with the Mac 10. The rest of DRS comes in through the doorway. Patik, next victim. Skin gives him the knuckle sandwich. Lion are barely holding on in. DRS trying to blow through the front door. Trogon in hand. The electrotherapy to work with as well. So these long fights benefit them a bit more. Hacks around the doorway. Alu getting flanked. Games King. Good on the crossfire. And has completely turned this around.
Lions somehow managing to find that final window of opportunity. Very small though, but able to be abused. Still aware there's still one more player on the top side, DRS. Could he be able to make magic here? It's going to be a 2-on-1 situation. But you also have to worry about Total Gaming IQ coming into the fray close by. Perhaps if they come in and join on the fight, could give a window of opportunity for Takuri to survive. No, Aurora is also here, coming forward. More bodies, more advantage. As Lion gonna try and find Team Vitality in that cross. But Team Vitality undeterred. Koja takes a bit of damage, but the total bodies and gun barrels a bit too much to bear. As Aurora also were able to pick up a few eliminations of their own.
Team Apex Gaming actually, it was scanned out by Dinocular early on. So we'll see if that information is going to translate to anything. I believe they now drop their own Dinoculars and they spotted out the Bangladeshis of TEC. Team Vitality with 12 points in. DRS around the corner, but the compound also surrounded by the Aurora players. The Malaysian team, they need to get rid of Sebek right now. He's holding too strong of a flank. And Zuez sent to execute the task. Breaks the glue wall with the Oscar, but Koja and Diggs covers all of the area. The Sixers so well dealt with by Vitality. Joel is just making magic happen.
So hard when you are getting pressured by Joel and the collapse happening as well. Just too much to deal with. Aurora now in trouble. The Axel is just all alone. And Takuri, the window of opportunity presented on a silver platter. Seabank gonna try and go in for that flank. That was exactly where Axel is, and he was not aware! So the wipeout happens! And Aurora knocked out of the map. But the zone is closing in. TG waiting in the front, hoping to pressure the members of Team Vitality, but also aware that Falcons are close.
And TAG just got a wipeout as well. But not without a cause. They lost 3 out of the 4 members, and only KD got his left. Is it enough to be a lifeline? The vending machine no longer an answer right now. It's a 1v1 between him and Couture. If we did talk about the Dinoculars scanning out both of these squads. And the result is going to be KD gone around the corner. Having moved for the health bar and getting the confirmation in. 14 points for Team Apex Gaming. More than enough. Vitality now finally find the Falcons, but the Straw Hats are also there. A 3-way fight, and Falcons, they're going to get feasted on. Limit looking for a way out of this predicament. But they were able to find Kuro at first, the glue walls, buying a bit of time and space.
Yeah, managed to go for that revive as well, but the Straw Hats not allowing them to go for this reset. Clean up house. 6 eliminations already going in for that reposition. Aware that somewhere on the other end there, you also have Takuri on the outer side. I don't think he's going to be able to get into the zone. Vitality's on fire right now. Already 6 eliminations in the back. DRS will be eliminated, but he did survive a bit longer. As KD God and off angle will be abused. Another point for them. And KD God doing the most to prolong this run for his team.
Doing more than enough. The only team with a full squad left are the Hornets. Team Vitality denied in game 1, but game 2 solid as a rock. KD God now getting rushed. Koja as the first participant But this is a team game, so Vitality calls in a full squad, but they're also making sure that they don't give up too much ground. So KD gets freed up for a while, as shocked as he finds the water off screen. Joel though steals that point away. Seabag now finds Aztec.
Yeah. Now quick reposition, trying to run away with their lives, trying to find a different way, but Koja is on the hunt and chasing! A quick knockdown, who as well will see the same fate? KD God all alone, what are you gonna do here? Whole team is coming for you! And that's all they can do because Vitality comes here for that booyah! Aggressive as hell!
Gotta deliver a booyah on home soil. In the heart of France, Team Vitality gets that boon. Again, definitely do not want to miss the grand finals, a grand reunion. And in a lobby where you are the Falcon Slayers, you better make good on that name, and indeed they did. I believe 21 eliminations and a booyah, that's going to be 33 big points. Hornets now in a strong spot, but once more, the Indians and the Bangladeshis, they put up quite the performance here on Bermuda. Straw Hats in top 4. TAG, Total Apex Gaming, Team Apex Gaming. Same situation. KD God doing more than enough, above and beyond, to give themselves an extra inch of that survival, of that placement point.
But once again, you can see that Team Falcons is just not slowing down on those eliminations. 21 total they were able to farm up before going down. A similar elimination count to that first map. And again, I think the desk kind of broke it down, right? About how Team Vitality likes to prioritize placements versus the Falcons that like to prioritize those eliminations. Both teams achieving what they came to do, but at the same time, in terms of where the positions are going to be, you know, out of nowhere, you start to see Team Gaming Esports IQ not only take up space, they're loud as heck, they're fighting back, they're shooting back, they're showing us what their region also has to offer coming back to the world stage.
I think, you know, all things considered, I am very happy. I'm delighted with what I'm seeing here. Of course, again, we can't have all of them into the grand finals. I wish we could have. There are going to be winners and losers. Now I'm looking for Gain Dynasty to step back up. There's 2 games of no-show. I'm looking for Aurora Gaming to step back up. They had a better run on Bermuda, but I wish for more. But I also want to see Team Secret really polish that mid-game, because they did struggle 2 games in a row in the hands of Team Vitality. But for now, we're going to hand it over to the stage to Carol Bombshell.
Hello everyone, Carol Bombshell here on the stage, and I'm happy to have here with me Pina from Team Falcons, the first champs of EWC 2024. Thanks so much for your time. We are very anxious to hear everything that you have to say for us and to share your insight also with us. Okay, so you start the game really well with a lot of eliminations, and how important it was to get off to a strong start in the survival stage and set the tone for the day.
ก็วันนี้นะฮะออกตัวได้อย่างร้อนแรงเลยอย่างทีเดียวเลยนะฮะสำหรับทีม Falcon นะครับผมอยากถามว่ามันมีผลอะไรต่อรูปเกมของวันนี้ที่เหลือไหมฮะ
ก็ดีเลยครับเปิดมาดีก็เดี๋ยวจะทำเรื่อยๆครับสร้างมาตรฐานครับจะเข้ารอบครับไปรอบชิงให้ได้ครับ
Yeah, actually like we are quite satisfied with the result, and like since we like coming out like very strong, we gonna try to keep that as a standard. So like we will try to make sure that we qualify for the champions.
Perfect. That's definitely a great strategy. We want to see this kind of things come more from you guys. All right. Before the games, we highlighted your high eliminations versus placement points. Is the lack of high placements in the game something you were concerned about moving forward in the competition, especially given the disappointment result back at EWC 25?
ก็อย่างในปีที่แล้วนะฮะ EWC 2025 นะฮะฝั่งเราเนี่ยค่อนข้างบอกว่าแบบถึงแม้ว่าเราจะทำ eliminate ไปได้ค่อนข้างเยอะทีเดียวนะฮะแล้วก็ point ค่อนข้างเยอะแต่ว่าเราก็ไม่ได้ไปถึงใฝ่ฝันนะฮะรู้สึกยังไงบ้างครับ
ก็ปีที่แล้วก็ผิดหวังครับแต่ปีนี้ก็จะทำให้เต็มที่ครับจะไม่ผิดหวังเหมือนปีที่แล้ว
Yeah, last year to be honest, it's quite disappointed for all of us, but this year it will not be the same. We will try our best to claim the trophy and claim the glory back for Falcons.
Amazing. That's probably a really good answer. For us to finish, I really have this really one good question right now. Please be honest with me. which one of these teams here today on stage with you, that shared the stage with you, you wouldn't like to see reach in the grand finals?
คำถามสุดท้ายนะครับผมทีมที่เราเจอในวันนี้เนี่ยในรอบ Survival เนี่ยฮะทีมไหนที่เราไม่อยากเจอให้อยากให้เขาเข้าไปในรอบแชมเปี้ยนมากที่สุดครับ
ก็เป็น BTR แล้วกันครับ
Yeah, probably gonna be BTR.
Ooh. Okay, Pina, you gave me the right answers. Thanks so much for your time. We wish you the best luck in the next matches, and we want to see a lot more from Team Falcons. Thanks so much, guys. You heard enough here, and we are back in the studio.
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. You see my name in the lights, better get right, champion.
ओके भाई लोग ओके फिर से नेक्स्ट मैच स्टार्ट होने जा रहा है जी हाँ फिर से अभी नेक्स्ट मैच स्टार्ट होने जा रहा है
My name is Lucifer and I've got Carol Bombshell, the Brazilian golfing expert, to take this challenge on.
Wait, Lucifer and Carol Godshell.
We got it, guys. It's going to be us taking the leaderboard. Now, are you ready with Carol? Let's start? Okay, come here. Let's get it started. We'll play golf and we're going to beat the rest. Let's start. There you go, 10 seconds. Come on, Carol. Let's go.
नेक्स्ट मैच स्टार्ट हो रहा है गाइस लेट्स गो
Almost feels like a gunslinger right now. Let's go. Yes, you got it. We have to get it close, Carol. We practiced, you know this. You got this. Yes, feels like it. Yes, hit this side. Yeah, it looks good. Hit this side as we practiced. You know, we did this already. Hit. Go for it. Oh, nice swing.
Oh my gosh.
That is closest. Oh my God, let's go.
There we go.
That's what we needed. We got you. We're the best. We're the best here.
Yes, we did it. Oh my gosh, it's your turn right now, okay? So, I did it. I trust you. You are the man. You got this. We're gonna humiliate them.
Everyone, we got it.
Okay, you go, man. Wait,
Oh, that's so.
let's go. Can I push the button?
Yes.
Are you ready?
I am.
Okay, do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it then. Okay? Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7.
मैच अभी फिर से स्टार्ट होने वाला है गाइस पहला आई थिंक टोटल गेमिंग पहला मैच आई थिंक जीती है और के बाद जो है अभी दूसरा फैटिलिटी 3 टीम बाय द वे इंडिया से है जिसमें कि टैग है टोटल गेमिंग है और एसेट यूएल है या ये टीम बाय द वे इंडिया से है टैग टोटल गेमिंग एसेट यूएल 3 टीम बाय द वे इंडिया से है और उसके बाद बाकी फिर चाइना से है फ्रांस से है अभी लास्ट में भी अगर देखोगे तो 2 बाय द वे जिंदा थे जी हाँ टैग तो टीजी की तरफ से भी 2 प्लेयर थे टैग के भी प्लेयर थे बट एंड में थोड़ा सा
Lucifer and Carol Godshell.
एंड में थोड़ा सा
Okay.
Can we talk about that for a second? You were amazing. What the hell?
That is me and Carol Godshell doing golf and taking over all of you.
Calm down there, Vitality, okay? Because right now, that's exactly what you guys were looking like. 99 scores? Are you getting? We need to go back and check that machine. Something that we don't have to check is if Vitality is going to show up because they're definitely showing up. They started off really slow, Neptune, but the one thing that we really noticed with Vitality is they're using a new skill.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm really loving that the plan is to go aggressive. Up close and personal on a 4v4 with that array skill, Bond of Eclipse, they can spot anyone up close. And this is rare, especially in this kind of stage. It's rare to see that kind of active skill being used right now. And I think Chris Jaw has a lot in his playbook.
I 100% agree to that, Neptune, because it's not a skill that we've seen anybody use, right? Especially with stakes as such of survival. Only 4 teams make it and Vitality pull off something like that. Unbelievable.
21 elimination points. But can we also talk about Koja though? I mean, that boy literally saved the day. Just looking back into the first game, Koja was the one to bail them out of the whole secret situation, right? Well, before they got taken out by S8UL, but still, Koja was there to save the day. And now, I think this boy is definitely someone to watch out for.
I'm just looking at the match standings earlier from page 1. By the way, in Gun Dynasty, what the heck is going on? We'll talk about you a little bit later. But 33 points for Vitality. If I'm not mistaken, Neptune, I know you were keeping track of this earlier. Is that the record so far right now?
Well, it's close to the record. In terms of elimination, it could have been. If that was elimination, it could have been the record already. But again, these teams are just trying to get on those aggressive push. The game style right now, from what we're seeing, is just chasing the opponent. And another team that Vitality has been meeting up so often, even from game 1 up until game 2, is Team Secret. And at some point, we thought Team Secret is going to win that rush, especially in Kalahari. Well, Team Vitality, or I would say Vitality, just seat them.
Now, Conchita, I know you love the Indonesian squad. I know you love Vitality. One thing that we do have to point out that I feel like the confidence is quite there. We saw Vitality just driving by, and I believe it was Leon that shot at them, and they were forced to engage, and it ended up being a total of about 4 teams fighting in one spot.
Yeah, because actually what I see from the players is that they were trying to do it a more, I don't know, they were kind of trying to wait till the right moment come, but that's not really the case when we talk about game 2. So they had to change the strategy. They have to adapt. And of course, with the amount of talents that the individual players have, I think it is something that's not quite of a challenge for Vitality, right, Neptune?
I do agree. I mean, other than Koja, there's also Sibank. Like, more of information is being gathered by these teams, and I'm loving the roster they have right now. It seems like, again, despite of losing out, just very, very close in the first 2 days, they are now trying to get that reign, and even against Team Falcons, like Team Vitality right now is leading.
How about Falcons though? What an amazing start out of Falcons in game 1. We saw an insane amount of eliminations as well, because this is the 2 squads. I mean, it's like we know what we're doing here with the PS5 story of the day earlier on. We were talking about Falcons, we were talking about Vitality, and both teams ended up showing up, especially Falcons in that first game.
Well, Falcons did show up, they did get the points, they're sitting at the top, but there's one team that got the game number 1, right? Total Gaming. Now, for them to get it on the survival stage, game number 1, get that booyah going on, is a right direction for not just them, but all the other Indian teams. And you just saw Tag what they did in game number 2. Getting 14 eliminations, KD got surviving till the very last. That tells you the caliber that these guys are packing. And that is the reason when we were having this discussion earlier, I was like, hey, I think there is one team that's going to make it through, but it's going to be difficult. But what if both you mentioned?
I mean, it came down to KD God there towards the end. Surviving, making sure that he was just sneaky about it, didn't go after anybody, played out that wonderfully. And while I have you here, just in case, Lucifer, I don't get to see you here because I know you're going to be casting later on. I'm going to put you on the spot.
Okay.
It's time for you to decide. Earlier, we heard Tag saying that they were going to end up being in 3rd place. They're currently playing like that might be the case. Is that what's going to happen? Are we going to maybe possibly end up with 2 Indian squads going to the finals?
Yeah, as I said, right, whether it's going to be 1 or 2, 1 is what I have a high hope on. You can clearly see of how game number 1 went. Aztec performing, Mafia, this is something that Mafia needs to for the team. That's where the pillar stands. While Aztec might call the shots, it's Mafia getting it through. On the other end, in game number 2, you ended up seeing KD God. He's the pillar for the team. These both snipers playing that game to perfection, surviving for the team, and playing the long range, especially for communication, is giving the right direction for both the teams. And I believe, as you asked the question, there is a possibility that we see, because they've read in the very first game and second game, you can clearly see they know the rotations, especially of the South Asian teams, and now they're reading even into the Southeast Asian teams that are trying to compete with them.
We'll get a chance to discuss that even more later on, but right now, that overall ranking, you can see right there in first place, Team Vitality, Team Falcons, Team Apex Gaming, in Total Gaming with that amazing performance from earlier on. Don't forget, if you're just tuning in, if you for some reason missed the beginning of the show, the top 4 teams will be moving on to the finals tomorrow. The rest, their keys will be crushed. I'm looking at 6th place because we have to shout out an outstanding performance from Shock. He was carrying the squad.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, for the first time we saw them, he was just getting all the elimination for the team. Straw Hats, this is something that we want to see, but we really didn't expect, especially on this kind of level. But you know the theme of the day right now is to survive. And, well, how are we going to survive? Take out your opponents.
Next map is Nextera, and honestly, I'm just so excited to see how it's going to be like between Fatality and of course Falcons, because we're talking about rivalry. These two are very similar, and I think that is what makes it interesting. Like, they have the same rotations, even drop zones. So yeah, I'm just waiting to see what's gonna happen in the next map.
Well, let's see now. You're talking about the next map, Nextera. One team has been on the high right now once we are jumping in Nextera.
Yep.
I don't want to mention the name, but they're from Malaysia.
Any guesses, Conchita?
I knew it. It starts with an A, I think, and also ends with an A.
Okay.
Yeah.
Husky over there on the desk.
Yeah.
He'll be like Neptune.
Scream louder, Husky. We can't hear you. Oh, that Aurora. Thank you, Husky.
I've really got a way of like saying their name. I don't want to jinx them again. I want them to
We said it for you.
Yeah, we said it for you. We got this. Don't worry about it. But there's one thing I do want to point out. We were talking about the South Asian teams, right? Not just India. India, yes, sitting at the top for the time being. But the South Asian teams, they are also troubling the lobby. And especially one to add on is going to be DRS. They're having a really good start. And that start might mess up for some teams to close it out and to get to the top 4.
I mean, a good start, you guys, it depends on what you look at it as a good start for that squad, especially when you compare with some of the performances that we have seen from some of the other top squads. A team that's actually not having a good start, and you know what, because I'm kind of disappointed right now with what's going on with this squad. Conchita, talk to me about Gun Dynasty.
I am so disappointed. I mean, you are not the only one, because I actually have quite a high hopes when it comes to Gun Dynasty. I mean, we've seen what they are able to do, and we are hoping and praying and crossing our fingers that somehow they can bring that spirit back. We haven't seen that yet. We don't know what is exactly happening to them now, but if we were to, I don't know, analyze Neptune, what do you think is the biggest problem?
Okay.
It is more of Benel just carrying the squad. Like, he's always the one remaining after everyone falls in this gunfight. So if he would just be the if everyone out of Gun Dynasty will be relying on Benel, then that would be the case. That will be the scenario overall. If he gets eliminated, especially in the early parts of the game where a lot of teams are still available, then he will be a target by a lot.
He is already being a target, and you could see he's been forced to use his skill, that is stealth bites, every time he has to run away just to get that revive. That tells you of how much pressure he's under. But along that lines, I think when we were talking about Gun Dynasty, the team who made it to the top from LATAM, that's going to be Lion. They are slowly picking up. Games King or Games King, I really like. This is the form I wanted to see from day one of our group stages, but it did not happen. Maybe in the survival stages, they take away the chance, because day 2's end, Lion were almost about to bring in. It was only the day 1 points missing that did not give them the top 4.
Well, let's see if it's going to be the top teams just continuing to dominate, or maybe we're going to get some surprises here. You won't see all of us until after match 4. But for now, enjoy the rest of the games, because it's going to be packed with action if the previous 2 matches were anything to tell. And also, Husky, Tash Bunny, thank you so much for screaming Aurora for us.
You are welcome, my dear panelists. Yes, the sacred A word that Neptune shall not name ever since after day 1. But I have the right to say it, right? We're from Malaysia. We should be cheering for Aurora Gaming, who have picked up a pace just a little bit onto Bermuda. But there are some picking up that needs to be done for teams like Gun Dynasty, who hasn't really gotten anything going just yet. For teams, to a certain degree, I would say Team Secret, I want to see a bit more from them. Lion as well, you know, they got to the final circle. That one was probably the best we've seen so far. But as we head into Nextera, this is where my eyes will be on Team Vitality to take it all again.
You know what's really interesting as well, when you look at this team in particular, Vitality somehow has cracked the code of not only just going for placement points, but also eliminations as well. And it feels very natural because these fights that are coming in from the beginning of the game all the way till later. It's very different than before, where they are going to be having a bit more of a quiet fight and showing their hand maybe toward the last few circles. But now they're saying, bring out all the guns, because not only do we have to make it all the way till the end, but perhaps this will also give us a big advantage to allow us to make some mistakes as we go throughout the entirety of the day. And after all, it is going to be a 10-map per day. You have to be able to survive this long, as Joel will be the one to open things up here against the Straw Hats. And the Straw Hats, this is not the start that they wanted to see.
I was just about to bring up a point that Lucifer mentioned earlier on, that the South Asian teams could really shift the tides of the round. They could be the reason why some of these teams don't even finish top 4. Team Vitality, again, we say that Xera is one of the maps, Solaris is also one of the maps that they are very skilled at. And even Neptune brought out Coach Chris Joe, definitely has more in his pockets. He has deeper pockets than we think. This Ray from Koja has been quite the menace, right? In game 1 on Kalahari, he played the usual Aurora Vision from the Koda. Now Koja, instead of the Koja Koda, we get the Koja Ray. And in a close combat situation, it is incredibly strong to use. Get them knocked out when you hit the threshold in HP. The STC replay tells us a good story as well, that Straw Hats didn't really stand a chance against Vitality.
And here comes Benel as well. He's always been the last person standing. The desk did bring him up there. How he's able or needs to make magic. He's always the last person alive. And, you know, somehow in this situation, it feels like it's a tale as old as time. Right now, most of his team also have gone again. Now, the rest of TAG still hasn't been able to finish him out quite yet. So, if things go well, if he is left alone, they could go for that reset. Really hoping that his team will be able to come into game a bit stronger as well. After all, recovery is so important. Not just recovery, but also being able to stabilize. Now, the same could be said about DRS, as Alu, as well as TEC, just being able to come back here. Falcons, this time around, a bit slower. Did try to take those early fights, but Straw Hats not on happen. I think they want to just take away the space and go full all in on the Falcons.
When you stir the Falcons' nest, you better be ready for retaliation. TG learned the hard way, strolling into the Lion's Den, losing 2 of their members off the get-go. But I think Total Gaming Esports IQ still have members lurking around, and of course they're going to find him very quickly. Wota, the one who bailed his team out of danger the first time they met. Now we have to face off again. P90 in hand, subpar weapons, but enough in close range. As backup comes through, unfortunately no confirmation there. Wota perishes.
They try to be able to secure that point before, the rest of Lion come by. Unfortunately for him, a bit too slow. The hesitation cost him there. As for the rest of the team here, the Falcons still very much online, but Vitality also joining in on the fight against the Straw Hats and them somewhere close by. You can start to see the Hornets super active, moving on the map, moving on the area, joining in whenever the sounds are super loud, when the sounds of the gunfire are here as well.
This time, Aurora Gaming playing it slightly slower around mud site. There is a potential to rotate to Decker Square if they need more time, or straight to Boxing Gym where DRS has nested in. Joe receiving some gunfire. Is them and Falcons. Again, even the theme of the day at the start of the show, our host pointed it out, it's going to be Battle of the Falcons and Limit this time. It's going to show Joel how it's done. Out in the open, the retire rhythm gets the job done pretty quickly.
Swarm him.
Yeah. I mean, Vitality didn't really commit fully to this, right? It's just a poke and prod. Lose Joe out, sure. The rest of the Vitality players already out of that area. So low commitment move there. Lion, we under pressure. TAG definitely want some payback after game 2.
Yeah, the Lion are really paying for it right now. Chunk down, HP so very low, and the pressure coming in from the entirety of the team is a bit nice to work with. Nice shots coming in from Sahil Jat as well. Gamesky knocked down Hacks as well. Stolen away by that nade. And for the rest of the final member there, well, it's gonna be Joker all alone running away with his life. This guy is good. I mean, he's able to steal away a few points, but we want him to be able to not only bring back his team into the game, also survive as well. It's gonna be a long trek for him.
And it's a good time to bring up the fact that Team Apex Gaming, even though they haven't gotten a booyah today, but they are second in terms of, well, third in terms of the total placement points. But if you add on the accumulated elimination point, they're actually in second right now based on the system. Team Falcons getting another straggler, so that makes it 6 for them. I believe there's a rotation coming in. Straw Hats unfortunately perishes right out in the circle. Even for GD, still looking for a way back into this game. Aurora runs into Team Secret, who has been quite the challenge for them during the group stage, as Aurora are constantly haunted by Team Secret. The way that Vitality has shut down Team Secret so far.
Team Secret trying to find a nice angle here to go out there in the open, as Aurora just keep them boxed inside of the compound. But for now, it's all about trying to break down those blue walls first before coming outside. I'm worried about the choke area as well if that were to happen.
Yep.
They're now out in the open there, gonna have to take away the space from Aurora. June forced to move away here. They keep themselves barricaded inside. Blue walls also just strengthened up here as well. Aurora crossed through. Arjun takes a bit of chip damage. They try to rally back, but the crossfires and choke coming in from Team Secret. A bit too much to work with. And not only they get the eliminations, but also being able to bring the teammates back into the game. A great start by Team Secret on this map.
Valiant effort there, honestly, from Aurora, but unfortunately didn't expect the grenade launcher to be brought in by Team Secret, so quite the disadvantage. Aurora Gaming will have to find that reset for now. Axel barreling away. This is sort of what was written in the stars at the start of the game, looking at how Aurora Gaming chose to drop to Mudside and the trajectory to the circle there. We did speak about the possibility of them going to Boxing Gym, but instead of DRS, they find Team Secret nested there. Sort of an unfortunate situation, but not all hope is lost. Falcons now up against TG. You see utilities being tossed. They need to get on fire out of it, flush him out from this high ground. Shanky inching forward, there's a backstab angle on fire, still hanging on well, but Shanky good on the numbers there.
What's up, Kiroro is keeping a good eye out, but this time around they do not want to mess with this. Gonna let that go, gonna just move away as well. They're super aggressive today, they're not stopping that from happening. But in this situation, you just really gotta cut your losses, be able to just bring yourselves back into the game and then just go aggressive one more time. So TG there, Aztec got knocked down. GD this time around already 2 eliminations. I would say they're surviving a little bit longer than the previous 2 maps earlier, but definitely not the usual fire and tempo that we saw them playing in the last 2 days.
Yep. We need a bit more out of GD, both in placements and eliminations. And that's sort of the challenge you have to face as a first timer on the big stage. You come in swinging on day one, you better be able to adapt, because everyone else will. And I think that is the current issue, right? Teams have sort of read the moves of GD. It's getting harder and harder for them to kind of use the same playbook.
There you go, Rahat. So much damage now. Zyle Jet somehow managing to turn things around with one singular shot.
Very good stuff from TAG. Lucifer was right. Day one is going to be it's going to be slower, but when they pick things up on day 2, they continue to carry that momentum into the survival stage. Lion getting a 9 point here, finding S8UL's Jack. Now taking over Zipway, there is the boat maker being called in. You have Falcons waiting in the wings as well. And this is also another rivalry that has formed in the survival stage. It's not just Falcons against Vitality, it's also Falcons against Lion. The 3 big beasts taking on each other. But I feel like Lion shouldn't be looking to take Falcons out actively. And Joker will be on the flank. Now Falcons might have to deal with TG.
Gives away the game. Binoculars. And now for the rest of Falcons, I am curious to see how exactly they're going to be doing. They are 2 bodies short in this fight, so could potentially be overwhelmed. And on top of that as well, if you look at the rotations there, the Falcons are moving away. Lion is just pressuring them. I'm pretty sure they managed to steal away a pickoff. I'm not too sure whether or not it was Troll that took it away or not, since S8UL just slowly moving around the area. And now, on fire, goes down, and the Falcons eliminated early. You can hear how excited the crowd is below, since it does gives a bit more space and less of a worry to the whole entire lobby.
Wow, Lion, that is going to hurt a little bit for the Falcons. We even heard an early interview that Falcons admitted that yes, last year's run was a disappointing one, but they have a promise to keep. That they want to bring it back this year. Still some chances. They're still our favorite team to make it through today. We reserve a slot for Falcons in the grand finals, but if a team wrestles it away, they're gonna earn the recognition of everyone else. Aurora managing to fully recover. Same for Titan Gaming Club. Starting to get messy. 11 minutes in, 10 teams left. And even a circle, plenty of open area to work with.
Yeah, I was about to say that as well. But the compounds, majority of them had already been taken away. There's space for S8UL though to come in toward that northern side of where Vitality is currently holding. Now, for TEC, just waiting the wings as well. DRS putting in that pressure to the members of Team Secret, keeping them away for now. Hoping to see whether I can play some chip damage. If one knock does happen, just know that they're going to be collapsing if possible. As Aurora rushes forward, TEC in trouble. Neja takes a bit of chip damage, but Aurora's push is going to be delayed by these blue walls. But for now, they are going to get completely chunked. Space taken away by TEC here. Kutush winning the wings. Rehat does manage to drop down another glue wall, and I just feel that Aurora is just breaking through unlimited amounts of space. Blaze takes a lot of damage here, may have been more than he can chew. Knocked down. And as for the rest of the team now, Azriel gets one more. TEC, 2 more players back. Nejat brought back into the game. Lion wants to join in as well. Hatch to the outer side has been knocked down here. The shots are good. Lion waiting, very, very patient. As for TEC, they're being crunched.
This is going to be a tough one because Lion was the one to set it up. Games King, round the corner there. 2 teams at once, not a problem. Lion roaring to life here. 14 eliminations. Let's count that number out. TEC have been wiped out. Aurora, they're going to come in and make something happen. Make the best out of this mess. But we have a 4th team arriving. It's S8UL.
We're waiting for quite some time as well here. Lion decides to slow it down. Aurora somehow managing to reset their whole entire team, but they're boxed in, forced to break in those blue walls. But Lion, Joker still on the other side, caught out in the open. Zeus was ready for him. A double kill for Aurora, 4 eliminations already. Now for the next part here is going to be S8UL. The shots are true. Lion barely alive, eliminated quickly as Azriel will be the one to take him away. The rest of S8UL, will be able to make a little bit of space away from Aurora, and they're just waiting things out.
Can Aurora find that conversion here? They managed to get a bit of a breathing room. Again, Aurora not overheating. Very good discipline. Tro is going to start feeling the heat, but Aurora back into the building with the blue zone closing in. Azriel could open it on a jack. Didn't know the numbers now. Lock Soul out of the exit. Bunny wants to put up a good fight, but Aurora steadfast. A triple given over. And S8UL are out. TAG on the radar. Vitality wiping out Total Gaming Esports IQ.
They were so aggressive with it as well. There were just so many fights happening all around the map, and the Hornets, you can start to see them swarming toward the right side of that circle, being sure to cross through these buildings, hoping to see whether or not there's any stragglers, also getting a bit more space. Now for TAG, finds the last few members of Aurora. Unfortunate situation, but definitely a better run for this team as Vitality turns their attention to DRS.
And I gotta say, TAG, another great rotation. They preemptively use the Dinoculus to scan out their next move towards the western side of the earlier save zone. They rotated it, and now you look at the overview. They are in the best spot to have a chance to get a booyah. Third for them on the world stage, including the one from the group stages.
Was sharp as heck as well, but TAG will be the one who goes huge here. Completely wiping out the members of DRS.
Oh, this is so good for TAG.
But now TS is just stuck inside of the compound. Yes, they can just fortify their space, but there's not a lot of space to work in. One nade will be able to completely chunk them down. And in fact, they are getting completely crunched by GD as well. A deeper run for this team compared to the beginning of the day. And they're making sure they don't get knocked out so quickly. Seebeck, a lot of damage taken, barely alive right now. One more for Hwang M is enough. No, able to recover his life. And HP fully knocked out here, but Nell ready for it, steals him away. But it's TAG that goes huge, wiping out GD.
Like I said, TAG had the best shot right now. They got the read so well, and even the circle shift benefits them. Reptile Riddle out of the defenses of Vitality gone down. KD gone with the shot. And Sahil Jan fights Hwang Am as well. Team Secret in the rough spot. And TAG are feeling it. They're going for Secret as Vitality books it for the exit.
Sahil Jan is putting in the pressure to the members of Vitality. One member gone down already. But decides against it. Gonna go for a nice shot too, and shot knocked down already. The members of TS are limping right now. PLS1 will follow suit from the members of TAG. Hwang M brought back into the game, barely alive. But the pressure and crossfire coming in for TAG is too much to deal with. The walls completely get broken. Tikui alone in this situation and fed it to Shoto. Another point, 19 in limbs.
Can they get Sauja back up to make it a fair 4v4? But here comes the Hornet. TAG, they've been in the spot multiple times. And they're looking to do it again. Shoto leads the charge, 19 points. The Hornets falling under the force of TAG. And they do it again. Are you proud, India? Team Apex Gaming with their booyah in the survival stage and the third in Paris.
Crazy work coming in from TAG. Positioning was good, and it was so methodical how they take each one of these fights. Every call was just phenomenal, being able to just take it step by step. And finally, in the end, taking down the Giants is a statement in itself.
India having a field day today. First, it was Total Gaming Esports IQ, and now Team Apex Gaming. They've done it again, man. All those years of waiting has finally paid off on one of the grandest of stage. Make that 4 booyahs for the region.
Crazy work, and what a way to just really make an entrance to your comeback back to the big stage. And it just feels like what AJ said, today is a day where you really cannot count anyone out. In the beginning just now, we had our favorites. We had the Falcons and Vitality taking 2 spots. But now, with this speed, with this aggression coming through, perhaps we might just all be wrong.
We could be wrong, honestly. I was talking to Lucifer on the way here, and I was like, hey, what do you think about the chances of TAG? Because I think they have a good chance of making it through. I think TAG really have what it takes, and I think he agrees, right? Obviously, we had some discussion about how much of a problem TAG is going to pose to some of the front runners here, and he feels like and that's the best punchline I've said. Bees into Vitality replay. The Bees got taken down. The Hornets dispatched. But yes, maybe they are going to pose as one of the roadblocks for the other South Asian teams because they know each other too well. But based on what we've seen in game 2 and 3 specifically, I'm looking forward for TAG to get into the finals, if anything.
Yeah, you can't help but just get so excited for them. The energy was just so loud. If you guys are here in the arena, every time they get elimination, every time they get a team wipeout, they just completely go loud and it just shakes the entirety of the space. 34 total points with 22, matching up with the stats that we saw from Falcons in the beginning of the day.
Absolutely, and even when Game 3 started, I believe that TAG were actually 3rd in the overall standings. Now I feel like they could be first by the end of this, right? I'm 99% sure that they are going to be first. But we'll let our statistician do the confirmation because I think the teams are going to take a breather. So we are going to be back in just a little bit for more survival stage Free Fire action.
2 मिनट की और होने बाकी है 5 मिनट कल फाइनल होगा फिर यहाँ कल फाइनल होगा कल बाय द वे गाइस फाइनल होने वाला है जी और कमाल का प्रदर्शन पहला मैच में अगर तुम देखोगे तो टीजी ने जीता है और अब जो है एपेक्स ने भी बाय द वे एक मैच जो है एपेक्स गेमिंग ने भी बाय द वे जीत है या एक मैच जो है एपेक्स ने भी जीत लिया है भाई लोग ये एक बाय द वे बोल सकते हो अति राहत के साथ तुम दो ओ भाई साहब
A score of 1 to 10. Let's go. You've got 3 minutes. I assure you it's not a stick man.
Are you?
Oh no, it is a stick man.
Okay.
Okay?
Done, yeah.
Okay?
Done.
All right. I'm sure it's very easy to guess. Come on, guys. You should know this.
Yes.
Okay. What's your score? So easy to guess and you only give him 3.5, 2, 1?
Là gì?
Based on beautiful.
Hoàng Am, are you ready?
Okay.
Confident?
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
Má hồi xưa sao đi học tao ghé với môn vẽ luôn. Tao cũng có môn vẽ, tao ghé môn vẽ mới liền. Tao phải môn vẽ lắm trời.
So obviously, you guys can't be too harsh with them, okay? They've only got 3 minutes to do this.
Okay.
Look at that. Can you guys guess who that is?
Ignis.
Ignis?
Hiệu từ chớp. Tatsuya.
It is Tatsuya. Okay, now how many points? Not too bad at all. Not too bad. Okay, Tikui.
Đi kia học giỏi vẽ.
You know, sometimes you watch these videos on the internet and they're drawing something weird. It doesn't look anything like the final product, and then they flip over the canvas and boom, you've got some artistic stuff there. This is not that. Okay, Chikui, your time is up. That's 3 minutes.
Anh giờ. Capella.
Capella? No.
Moko.
Moko? No.
Nikita.
No.
Tao chịu luôn á. Nha là còn điều kiện đấy có Moko là Nikita là Suzy nè. Có gì? Kashi.
Say yeah. Yes. Okay. Give him some marks. I see a 0.25 there, man. I did not even know we can go down to the decimals. Okay. Ready? You can start now.
Tao biết cái gì. Rồi biết luôn rồi. Biết luôn rồi. Yeah, nào.
It took less than 10 seconds.
Đoán đây. Vô công. 10 out of 10.
7.25, I'll take that, man. Okay, good job. So we clearly have the winner of the day.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you're back here with the Mustachioed Brothers. And you know what? India is absolutely killing it on the battlefield today. I mean, I cannot know exactly how they are manifesting everything, but Lucifer, things are getting done in the best way possible for the region.
In the very best. And you mentioned this yesterday, Chak the India, and it's almost happening here.
Yeah.
Brilliant stuff. 34 total points is what they ended up bringing to themselves, and that was very much crucial. That puts the right strides for the ship of India as well as Team Apex Gaming. They made it possible. Got 2 booyahs. Even Husky was mentioning. In a total, if you add Total Gaming for India, it's 4 booyahs. That's a big and phenomenal stuff to do at EWC 26 Paris.
Quite a consistent run today for the squad, but a team that's not having a great start here is Gun Dynasty. We saw how well they did on day 1. The mechanical supremacy of that squad definitely got proven on that day, but day 2 on survival stage, they just survived off of whatever they got on day 1, right? Today, we barely see them on that leaderboard. I'm expecting them to rise up in a little bit, but let's see exactly what Husky and Tash Bunny think of that.
Oh my gosh, everything has been so high energy here. We're seeing the Titans getting challenged, and now we're already at the 4th map of the day. Can you believe it, Husky?
I want to say I cannot, but yes, I can.
Okay,
but guess what? We still have a lot more to go through. We are closing in on the halfway point. In game number 4, it is going to be another map where the Hornets are looking to take some big points away. It is going to be none other than Solara. And we also did say that by the end of match 3, high chance that TAG are going to be first on the leaderboard, and I think we're correct. I think TAG now are at the top, and can you believe it? India qualifying in the grand finals of survival in top slot. I can't wait to see them pull that lever and crush the remaining 8 keys. But you know, I don't want to keep being too hopeful. I want to see the results play out. The point difference aren't that far apart as of now, but there's a clear discrepancy from top 2 and the rest.
I mean, it is, after all, a very long day, right? I mean, we're only about to hit that halfway point, which is honestly insane, because yesterday we saw moments where, you know, toward the halfway point, teams just start to switch it up, go completely crazy. I'm talking about you, Twisted Minds. And now you look at DRS up against TEC. Both teams aware of where each other might be here, but no one really wants to start off this fight quite yet. Perhaps trying to get a bit of information where anyone might be here, but again, it's too early to just really go in for this all-out. But speaking of all-out fights here, Nil going huge up against Games King, moves away. You don't want to make a mistake against this particular player.
Absolutely not. See if Nil can win this out. He does have the mini Uzi. The bit of a fire, eh, boy? Almost. A bit too close for comfort. That's 3 for Straw Hats. The only Bangladeshi team that got a booyah so far on the stage. And that was yesterday. And it's also the booyah, the golden booyah that sent them into survival stage, just slightly edging out the 11th spot team, which was our Ali. So far, we're still waiting for some magic for Straw Hats, but there have been some signs of life. Pano talked about Shark being the card carry, and he's still putting his name on the feed. Extra, not wanting to miss out, gets himself 2-piece.
Yeah, and DRS will be the one taking the shorter off end of the stick here, excuse me. With only 2 members left, need to be able to survive. Now, TAG, you can hear how loud the crowd is below. You know some stuff is happening somewhere in the wings, and I'm excited to see what exactly happened there. But for the rest of the Straw Hats now currently in the lead, hot in this lobby. And as for the rest of the teams as well, we saw Team Secret have a bit of action as Aurora is going to try and take away the space from S8UL. The other 2 members still alive and decide that they don't want to have anything to do with Team Aurora. And for good reason. Now, Zeus coming forward here away, going to be able to spot out some of the members of this team. But no movement yet. But now they rush through forward. Was not expecting a crossfire coming in for S8UL. Zeus, bit more than Joe they can chew. Decides to challenge, nor being able to come out up in the end against Azrael. And now Zeus as well will fall. Aurora, they started to have a good start earlier, but now it's just a quiet one once again.
And another early conflict that they were not able to overcome. A lot of times we look at Zeus and the Axel as sword in the shoe, but today it seems like the shoe isn't holding. So Axel again left to his own devices to bring this back, but it's about to run to Team Secret. Long-time rival. Hong crosses paths with him. More than enough time for Axel to get the revive in. Blessing in disguise, honestly.
Now coming through forward as well. The lightning zone is online as Team Secret just quickly rush forward there. Joel doing Joel things, finds Nejat quickly and takes him away. Quickly brought back into the game. Aggression not stopping from Team Secret here. 2 elims already and decides to clean up house because Lion now in trouble. 2 teammates as well going to fall as quickly. Once again, Joker, the last person standing. And Team Secret, once they want that space, well, you cannot try and wrestle it away from them.
I think one of the, I wouldn't want to use the term underdog, but one of the teams that a lot of people are really looking forward to have a monstrous performance today. We have agreed on this Lion, right? So far it's a no-show. Aside from Game 2, I think that was the best we've seen. I mean, Game 3 was also okay, but I think it's that inconsistency that, you know, sows the seed of doubt. It's extra and gun down Raha trying to huddle around the corner there, but not against Bunny.
No, but they're in trouble because Vitality is coming online here as well. Troll knocked down already here. But Bunny gonna try and move away. Seabank in his sights, but immediately the Valiant Rush takes down his defense defenses, and they rush through and knock him down. But SAUL gonna try and rally back here. 6 eliminations already, but gonna be forced to move away as DRS also in the area.
They're actually doing a very good job standing up to Team Vitality. And now the Ray comes through, the Bond of Eclipse in favor of Team Vitality. Koja is down though. Sibang might be looking to back off and reposition with the stealth bites. And the boat maker, unfortunately, ending up forcing both SAUL and Vitality away. Bunny trying to cut down the glue wall and into the gun barrel of Malu. DRS intervening and getting themselves their third.
Just really hunkering down, waiting for time. But Joel, you do not want to show your head into his peripheral vision. But now TAG decides that they want more. The Hornets will be hunted down. And Koja not able to hold on. Joel will be the one to run away with his life. Shoto, he's been doing phenomenal. Call it a family buff if you want. Top performer for his team here.
That's the superstar that India has been waiting for on that world stage. 3 days in a row, Shoto has been the consistent factor, the constant variable that allows Total Apex Gaming to show up in the darkness of times. They might not see them at the best a couple months ago, but right now there's no doubt that TAG is the trendsetter. 72 points at the start of this game, but with those eliminations, it's definitely only going to go up. And Vitality being crippled and forced to hard reset as well. Team Apex Gaming, they're going to have a very good shot of extending the lead. But they are on the southeastern side of the map. I believe they use the binoculars and scan out one of the Aurora members, which is Axel. And now I want to see if TAG are going to move up north first, because that's where they might run into Vitality again. But instead, Apex, they run into Aurora.
Yeah, and Zeus now in trouble. The rest of the team completely collapsing. June barely alive right now. Being one with the tree, surviving for quite some time here. But you know Tag, once they put in the damage and that space, they do not let go. Movement is seen. Shoto as well as teammate rushing forward here from 2 different angles. Forced out in the open. Defenses falling, gets that final shot. Jun, well, that's no more than you can do here. 13 eliminations already. Tag also trying to show us that they too are the Reapers on this map.
This is a team that's feeling themselves. They're having a lot of fun, they're having a good time, and they're having a great game. The Axel once more sent on the run, this time with no vending machines in sight. Stroex picked off. Tikui actually getting tagged from 10 miles away. The glue wall's gone down. Riptide Rhythm. Too dangerous for Team Secret to linger around for too long, and PLS1 will try to look for a bailout angle here. As Lion pushes forward into Team Secret, I think they might be forced to fight back.
Yeah, Hensha's already back into the game as well. Speaking of that, Lion, final member running away with his life, somehow surviving here. PLS1 trying to make a good situation out of a bad one. Pratik will be the one to fall. 9 eliminations already. They've been hanging around this area for quite some time, catching so many rotators here on top of being able to wipe out almost a whole team. Alu forced to give away that space, hoping that he doesn't get hunted down by his team. Takes a bit of chip damage as Stroex also close by. If timing is good, could be able to snag another point onto the last member of Lions.
And Excel's expedition, again, the adventures paid off again, bringing its whole team back. A third chance in this game. Lion, unfortunately, after the early encounter, the Team Secret came out on the battered end.
Let's go ahead.
There's the vending machine nearby, but they are DRS members. And unfortunately, the Skylar, not really the best character for you to sneak into these areas.
I think it's going to take our match, huh?
Also bringing his teammates back. DRS might be sticking around here for just a little while at Studio.
A lot of teams barely inside the zone as well, really just taking their time. For good reason there. So I see a bit of a struggle coming in for Vitality, but TAG from the southern side, a lot of space to work with. Good timing.
And TAG are on the ball with the rotation today, man. Vitality is still down 1 and having to face up against Falcons. So far the head-to-head is 2-2. Well, 2-1. I think in favor of Vitality. Let's see if Falcons can tie it up now with the man advantage, but also have to be careful that S8UL could find a couple of pickoffs. In fact, Joe, who is far away from his frontline Diggs, found the Aurora members, and Axel, he's hitting back, The double sniper of Team Vitality paying off big time.
Yeah, it's really good because they're just so aware. If you don't get the instant elimination, that it's over for you because your position's been noted. On fire, barely alive, but brought back into the game. And Vitality tries to make things work. Diggs was the one who was cornered. But the Valiant Rush gives away his position and game. Out there in the open, you can't do much against a player hold.
I believe Joe went down to the blue zone, so unfortunately Sebang is going to be forced to get that revive. And there's a vending machine nearby where he is. So not a problem there. He also has the Steffi ability card. He can help them to do utilities if they make it later stage. So Falcons free themselves up in this compound. The circle closes in just slightly northwest side of TV Tower, but again, a lot of open areas.
Look at TAG right now already with 13 eliminations, truly marking themselves as the Reaper. And this is interesting because the slowdown is happening. We saw the first few games coming in today, the few few maps, very, I would say, aggressive from almost beginning to end. But this time around, everyone's just being so cautious about this final few circles here. But Team Secret wants to break the noise. Wata immediately knocked down quickly. And now they are hunting for more. Positions noted. Shanky tries to bide his time. Moves away. Cannot use any utility either. So Tikoy should be able to just pick him off. And they want more. The rest of TG want nothing to do with this. Rushes forward into the arms of GD. Not going to be a better option either in this situation.
Yeah, Aztec delivered himself into Gun Dynasty, and Vanel will gladly take that, but still Mafia able to bring him back. We did say one of the key figures of TG is Mafia, and he is still around. Koja getting chased now as Team Secret, they look for round 3 to right the wrongs of what has happened in the past few games. But unfortunately, still do not have the position. Diggs quick on the movement. And once more Vitality outsmart Team Secret. The players will just take Joel down. And Team Secret able to find some signs of life on the outskirts to keep themselves in this fight.
Ensha just running with his life there. Koja with the backstab trying through, but none of the shots are actually hitting. So Team Secret able to get away with this, able to take that space into the safe zone. And as all of this is happening, Aurora also knocked out. But Koja as well will be picked off here. Not the best situation for Vitality to be in right after that reset.
Vitality has been playing a survival game the entire round. Kutush tags Joel as things escalate from bad to worse as Joel is now out. Koja is going to get brought back, but more than 13 minutes into the game, there really isn't much more real estate left. Dinoculus used by Team Apex Gaming and scans out the entirety of S8UL, just hogging TV Tower. Launch pad at the ready. TAG, is this going to be the rush?
Yeah, they have to. They're so far out of the zone as well. PLS1 gets knocked down here, but Jack wants to see whether they can land those shots. Wolven falls. Zahil Jet takes a lot of damage. They do manage to put down those blue walls and try to turn things around. But somehow through all of that, the Falcons also are just in trouble with Keroro being the last few members alive and knocked out.
While the rotation there from TAG, the fact that no one went down means that they get a second chance, but how do you get out of this situation? There is the low ground. They find cover. TAG again making good on that movement. And Shoto will find a roll Koja out in the open. Give him number 8, man. 15 eliminations for TAG, and they're still hungry for more.
Yeah, healthy as well. The only thing stopping them right now is just positioning, but could change. Especially since GD might be in prime position to take some fights from different teams. Regardless, DRS also close by, but no one going for full commits. But TAG decides to take the fight to GD's front door. Gun Dynasty now in trouble, stuck inside a small little corner, cannot move at all. Forced to reposition as S8UL decides to chomp them down for a different angle. But they do manage to reposition because DRS pressuring S8UL from the other side.
This is gonna get messy in just a little bit. Shoto finally gunned down by Bunny as he spams away. KD got tagged as well. The captain and the star player down. Wolverine trying to bring them back up. KD got up and down again. S8UL relentless on their gunfire. And this could be the undoing for TAG because SAUL do not want them to get too far ahead and is starting to break down the foundations of Apex Gaming.
So much pressure, and the circle shift is coming. C-Bank, the only thing he's got is just that tree, but Benedict Kutush not able to get that elim. Must be frustrating, but able to reposition. And throughout all that, Prati and David from Gun Dynasty also fall. It's hectic on the other side of the map here, but I have to say for C-Bank, this is a huge window of opportunity with this later rotation. He hasn't been spotted out at all.
Yeah, unfortunately for TAG, they're sort of constantly stuck with SAUL and DRS. Gun Dynasty out in 6th spot. TAG down to just 3 members. As I believe they did lose one of the members here. DRS and SAUL are moving. And Alu, plenty of pressure onto both of the other teams there. Sebang actually tagging Shoto to a pixel angle. Things are getting rough now. TAG and SAUL springs to life. It is their chance to make good on the opportunity presented.
Wolverine barely alive right now. HP gonna be able to... No, not able to. And that point goes straight to SAUL. Excited to be able to take down one of the giants in the lobby. Our top 4 already here with SAUL. Numbers advantage in their hands. The space as well, the high ground in their favor. Alu does try to come close here, but Kutush not aware that C-Bank is close by. One knock is here. Rahat barely alive. And they try to rally back.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing here, Tash?
What?
This could be a potential South Asian lobby. And I'm all for it. We've lost DRS Gaming, but there's still the Indians and the Bangladeshis here. TEC and SAUL. But Sebang is really good in hiding. Trying to heal up, but the blue zone's gonna push him out of position. SAUL on the rush. Jack on the Rahat. SAUL, they have a good chance. India looking to be on top. Sebang with the first knock on the Jack, but SAUL, they have the numbers, they have done it. Is that turn now on that list? SAUL scores a booyah here in Paris.
South Asia rally back, rise up, looking so good through these past few maps. And SAUL wanting to join in on that and show us that they too belong here. Crazy work coming from them to be able to survive as a squad and remain healthy. On top of that as well, a huge chunk of elimination points just really boost them forward.
Let's go, guys.
We now have a chance to be actual contenders, big threats to the top 4. But one thing has remained a constant so far. TAG, I think they had 17 eliminations before they got wiped out. Team Vitality, another podium performance here. So these constants is going to be the key ingredients for them to make it to the grand finals. And I gotta say, I am nothing short of impressed. I am now a big fan. I mean, I was a fan. I'm already a big fan.
Right.
I'm an even bigger fan.
I mean,
अंधा हुआ ओए वो
हेड मार दिया उनका
देख के वॉल नहीं है
कोई ना आ गया
मादर चोद माँ चुदी वो
man, you can see them just really cool, calm, and collected throughout all of that. And it's a huge win for this team. If anything, right now, I agree with you. These constants, we're starting to see which teams are able to make it all the way till the end. We're starting to see which teams are more aggressive in terms in collecting all of these eliminations. After all, a nice combination and mix of the eliminations and these placements will be able to launch these teams forwards. And I'm really excited to see the overall score, to see which teams are on top. But the match standings here, there, you saw 18 and 17 from both these teams, outnumbering Team Vitality and even Team Falcons that the desk was just really hyping up as the favorites.
Yeah, I mean, this is just the start of the day. You know, it's not like they warmed up and then they started, grinding their gears. No. We are not even at the halfway point. Out of the 4 booyahs so far in the survival stage, 3 of them have gone to India.
Yeah.
We have a lot of Free Fire fans on site and watching from the comforts of their home. You can quote me. India on top right now. They're doing better than Thailand. They're doing better than Vietnam. They're doing better than everyone else so far today.
By the way, total gaming.
You know, we had a conversation with AJ and he just said that, you know, wanted to see South Asia, India and all of these teams just really just put up a fight. I mean, after all, it has been a while since they have come to the big stage, right? But now, you know, they have not only exceeded expectations, you could really tell they came here to win it.
They 100% did. But we talk about the star of the show, the star of Team Apex Gaming, which is Shoto. And guess what? We've got him. So let's hear what he has to say.
Yes, we do have him live right here on the main stage from Team Apex Gaming. We have got Shoto joining me. Shoto, we've got to talk a little bit about day one and your progress as a team into day two and now day three. Day one was, let's face it, it was pretty difficult for you guys. Day two, you picked up the pace, a few booyahs, and now today, you guys are playing incredibly well. What's changed from day one through to now?
On day one, we planned some things, but that didn't go as planned. So on day two, we studied the other teams and we played.
Just made adjustments throughout each day. Have you changed anything from yesterday to today?
Yes, we changed drop points.
Changing drop points. Okay, now I do want to ask you as well. I had the opportunity yesterday to talk to your family in the stands. We had a really nice chat. To tell you the truth, I think it's the same in a lot of esports, right? Your dad didn't quite understand esports, so didn't really understand whether or not to support you through it. Now he's here and he told me he's your biggest fan. What's it like having your family here supporting you while you're here on the main stage doing what you love?
Like, I'm really feeling proud that my family is supporting my passion.
And that's it. A man of few words, but don't worry about it, Shoto. You guys can do all the talking on the battlefield. Now, congratulations on everything so far. Spud me, my man. Stay right here. But for now, we're gonna head back to the studio very shortly. We've got more Free Fire action after this.
एक मैच और बाकी है वैसे भी एक मैच बाय द वे इसके बाद और बाय द वे बाकी है फिलहाल जी एक मैच बाय द वे और बाकी है इसके बाद गाइस ओके होने बाकी है फिलहाल 4 मैच हुए जिसमें ये 3 बाय द वे इंडियन टीम जीती है बुया की है भाई कमाल का डे आज बाय द वे जाता हुआ गाइस
I'm here with Glitter Explosion, the person that's currently in first place with the golf competition that we're having. And since you're in first place, I need to find a way to redeem myself.
I don't know if it's possible, but I'm gonna let you try.
If I can't win, somebody's gonna win for me. We got Husky, Lucifer shooting basketballs. How about this?
Yeah.
You pick somebody for your team. I'll pick somebody for my team. Whoever actually scores a bucket gets a point.
I just heard one go in. I don't know who shot it, but I heard one go in.
Okay. Well, you're winning right now, so I'll let you pick first. Who are you going to pick?
I'm picking Husky.
Husky?
Yeah.
Okay. Lucifer, you're on my team, baby.
Husky, you're on my team.
You guys get a chance to decide who's going to be going first since you're in the lead.
All right, fine. Husky, what do you want to do?
Let's go first.
Oh,
That's what we like to hear.
Okay, all right. Let's see if you actually make it, Husky. How about this? Come on, please. Miss it. Miss it.
Get out of there, Seven. Leave him alone.
I'm going to do this.
That looks good. Oh.
Yes.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
You got this. You were meant to do this.
No, you can't do this.
No, he can't do this. Oh, the dribbles were a bit off. Okay, you know what?
Both hit the rim.
We'll,
Both hit the rim. That sounds like a tie.
You're still in the lead.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. I hate it.
इस चैनल में तो लाइव पोस्ट करी देखा मैं अब जो इस चैनल में काफी क्योंकि फ्री फायर से रिलेटेड सारा इसी चैनल पर है
Well, newsflash, Glitter, you're actually not on the lead anymore for golf. It's that man right there. He's on my team, and he's also beating me in that one. But right now, honestly, the storyline for Free Fire at EWC 26 Survival is India. We have gotten a booyah from every single Indian team.
Feels unreal. When me and Husky were on the desk yesterday casting these games, and when Tag got the very first booyah, he mentioned this is history being made. while that went into my mind and all the viewers who were watching back in India, I realized one thing. This is not just history being made by TAG, but it is them paving way for the future. And you could see what just happened. Total Gaming getting the very first booyah. Now SATL following that suit. And that is not just India, but even South Asia getting close in that lobby.
And it's the confidence that the squads are playing with. We saw TAG willing to take the early fight with vitality. Out of all the squads, usually we would see them maybe being shy from it. They were like, nah, we want the smoke.
Yeah, I mean, and they're just waiting for the opportunity really to eliminate Vitality. That is the greatest threat in this lobby right now. And it seems like it is working. Though they are not familiar with the drop spot as well as rotation of Southeast Asia, because we were talking about that, right? Southeast Asia is familiar of Southeast Asia. South Asia is familiar of South Asia. And they are going against each other. But I'm really loving that final situation where despite of all the pressure, there's still some fight in them.
Yeah, because I did not expect that we, Fatality, can outlive TAG actually, because we only had one person down in that game. We only had Chibang, and he showed great way of playing where he himself was on stealth mode. He tried to take one person at a time to face. And I mean, let's take a look at the highlight one more time. That is just amazing what he did. 5 elimination points. That is so great.
I know you want to talk about this one. Neptune, the M249.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we've seen this used very often, especially in recent time.
Yeah.
M249, who's worried about Riptide Ridden? If you have the M249 to break down all those blue walls, it cleared the way for SAUL. Buddy was just in there rocking it and just sitting in one corner. No one can get away from him.
Hey, I don't have my lasso here, but with the M249, he was rounding up every squads down there. That's what he ended up doing. Buddy, brilliant job coming in from his end. And towards the end, while you mentioned about Sibeng, right? The end fight that we ended up witnessing was almost South Asia versus Sibeng. That's all it was.
Yep, Sibeng was carrying his team and carrying Southeast Asia. And I mean, take a look at this points. 58 elimination points from Team Fatality right now. We have the same amount of Booyah 1. So basically, this is Conchita versus Lucifer.
Well, right now, it's also that top 4 squads wanting to make sure they go to the finals. And the crazy thing is that we have SAUL Esports tied with Team Secret.
Yes, Team Secret is something that I really been keeping an eye for, because I feel like they need to wake up. I mean, they had 21 points before and now they have 35. They do need to take a lot more focus on the next game, because the first game, the second game, it wasn't too great for them. I mean, they only got like single point eliminations, 8 or 9. So they do need to like take it up a notch.
Well, let's see though. I mean, they really can bring it up a notch right now, but there's a lot of work needs to be done. A lot of teams are really trying their best to put them down.
Yeah, I think especially when already Team Secret is being spoken about, Total Gaming need to pick that pace. They need the points. Earlier, before this, the storyline was between Team Secret and Total Gaming, where Total Gaming were looking better. They were up on the rank, but now they've been pushed out. That is, yes, South Asia is rising up the ranks. They're picking up the competition, the fights as well. We ended up seeing Straw Hats trying to do their own. We also spoke about Shocked earlier. So a lot of things happening at that point, while Southeast Asia, as you already mentioned, right, they knowing better about themselves are causing trouble for their own region, and South Asia is taking advantage of this.
With the performance that we've seen out of the top 2 squads, you can now start seeing a bit of a sponge point there towards the top. Don't forget, top 4 move on to the finals, but those top 2 teams just absorbing so many points from all the other squads, and the squads that are currently on that second page. After this next match, we're going to be hit the halfway point. You don't get to go back to the hotel. You don't get to go back and VOD review and take your sweet time. No, you need to start performing, and if not, we're going to have to start counting some of these teams out.
True, because when we're talking about the Southeast Asian teams, we know how dominating they was, especially on a group stage day 1. They were literally all over the place. So right now, we need them to refocus, I think, and show the world what they're really made of. And the next map is Solara, so I'm so excited for my friends in Southeast Asia.
Yeah, Purgatory, the game 5. What are we looking on that one?
Oh, well, Solara, Purgatory, there's a lot of things that need to be done right now, especially in this map of game number 5. Like, Purgatory, this is where a lot of chaos will be happening. Even in first game, we saw this skewed flight path, and we saw how a lot of teams fail there. This map, like, I would say 40% a skewed flight path might happen. It's not only that, even the final circle might end up in the water. We've seen that in some days within this week.
Yeah, there could be a lot in terms of the flight path, especially as you can see the players themselves, right? They're taking a look at what happened in the previous games, especially rotations as well. Which team is going to be where? Because we already saw on states when Shoto mentioned that we've changed our drop spots. That's something that teams are going to be checking on. Do we have a newer challenger, maybe a drop clash happening, and that's what they want to change and figure out to better their strategies. As you said, Seven, it is the last chance on survival stage.
Let's see now. I mean, I'm